federal government yesterday said it was unperturbed by resolutions of the United Kingdom parliamentarians for sanctions against top Nigerian officials and security agents involved in the alleged violation of #EndSARS protesters' rights, as it did not represent the position of the British government. Minister of Information and Culture Alhaji Lai Mohammed stated in Abuja that the UK government would not sanction Nigeria officials based on a fake report. He was reacting to Monday's resolutions taken after the parliamentarians had considered a petition signed by 220,000 signatories in the aftermath of the alleged shooting of protesters at the Lekki toll gate on October 28th, calling, among others, for sanctions against indicted Nigerian officials. However, while the Pan-Yoruba Sociocultural Group Afenifere and the Pan-Niger Data Forum (PANDEF) hailed the decision of the UK Parliament, the Arewa Consultative Forum (ACF) said it was losing confidence in the UK lawmakers. Also yesterday, there was an uproar on the floor of the Senate as senators demanded the setting aside of 1% of proceeds from the value-added tax to compensate Lagos State and others affected by the violence associated with the #EndSARS protests nationwide. Meanwhile, despite the federal government's protest over its earlier reports on the Lekki toll gate shootings, for which it demanded a report on the incident, in which it analyzed CCTV footage tendered before the Lagos State Judicial Commission of Inquiry, probing the matter to show that soldiers fired at the protesters. The UK Parliament's Petition Committee had on Monday debated the motion that this House has considered e-petition 554150 relating to Nigeria and the sanctions regime. Petitions debates are general debates which allow members of Parliament from all parties to deliberate on crucial issues raised by one or more petitions and put their concerns to government ministers. A member of the Petitions Committee, Teresa Villas, MP, opened the debate while the Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office sent a minister to respond. However, Mohammed, in an exclusive interview with This Day, said there was no reason for the federal government to be worried by the UK Parliament's resolution. The minister stated that what the UK Parliament relied on to arrive at its resolutions were fake news and hearsay. Mohammed said the federal government is not panicky at all. The resolution of the UK Parliament is not necessarily the decision of the UK government, and no responsible government will consider sanctioning the federal government based on fake news and hearsay without getting in touch with the government. Two issues. The resolution of the UK Parliament doesn't represent the position of the government of the UK, and only the government can sanction and Parliament can only make resolutions. Secondly, we are very confident that no responsible government, no serious government is going to consider imposing sanctions on other countries based on fake news and unverified videos. They will also do their own painstaking investigations and also ask for the side of the country. So we have no reason to panic at all, because we all know that all the evidence before them is fake news, nothing of big news. Also reacting to CNN's second report, the minister said he had watched the video and there was nothing in it to disprove Nigeria's position that there were no fatalities arising from the Lekki toll gate shootings, as soldiers only fired blank bullets. He's still saying blank bullets. Meanwhile, the representative of the army has already come out and said they went where that they fired, because initially he denied it, that they fired blank ammunition, but later he agreed that they went with a live ammunition, and Lai Mohammed is still saying the same thing. Well, he added, nothing new. CNN is desperate and they are grasping at straws. I have watched the video. We have asked questions. Where were the bodies we are claiming? And it is very important to do that. CNN was never at the gate on 20th of October. The BBC reporter that was there reported that the soldiers did not shoot into the crowd, and the CNN is being clever by half. The same CNN on the on October 23rd on his Twitter handle tweeted that 38 lives were lost. A month later, after their so-called intensive investigation, they came out and said only one person was killed, and people are not even noticing this inconsistency. The truth of the matter is that CNN has been caught in the glare of its own fake news and misinformation, and it is just struggling. And you know, we have written an official letter to CNN. The facts are clear. All the videos they are using, none of them can show us dead bodies. They claimed soldiers went and dumped the bodies elsewhere. So those people have no relations. They have no parents. And a month later, after, they can't come out and say my son and daughter went to the toll gate and did not come back. CNN was unprofessional, unfair, and reckless. Okay, so guys, these are the words of Lai Mohammed. Of course, you know they are still holding ground. One thing that he said that I like, that Lai Mohammed said that I like in that place, in this, what he said is that the UK government will not rely on fake news, that the parliament, you know, their own is just to make resolutions. Good and fine. Since they will want to investigate and ask you people to, yes, let them put that the videos and the evidence, let them put them to test and let them do their own investigation. They will not know who is who. You can be, of course, you know, this Lai Mohammed, you know, everybody knows what he stands for, and he's doing his job. He's being paid, so he can't do less from what he's talking about. He's representing the government. He said the CNN, they were not on ground. So the question now is that you, Lai Mohammed, were you on ground? Or the representative of the army that has been at the judicial panel, was he on ground? Was he not talking based on what he was given? You are telling us that this and this and this and that. Since you are bragging, you feel that nothing they happen, at least to a very large extent. Even if the UK or other bodies or other countries who are interested, even the ICC and the UN, they will put all of those things into test. They will see whether it happened or not. And the question is that, of course, there's been back and forth between the federal government and the state government. The governor said he didn't know anything about it, and the governor himself, Jide Sanwo-Olu, went to the hospital. He said nobody died, but later he said 2 people died, and he went to visit people at the hospital. So it is blunt bullets that will not injure people, that we saw them. Of course, we know that you guys are always lying, so we are not surprised. But one thing is that even if the whole world says it is not so, but there's one body, you too, you know God, then let's leave it in the hands of God, because that is what most Africans, that is what we always rely on, because those who are saddled with the responsibility to take care of us, they are not there. They are not always there for us. They turn against us and do the unimaginable. So at the end of the day, who do you meet? And somebody was saying, oh, we should stay back, we should continue to suffer. These people that they already have a strategy, no matter what you do, they are not ready to answer you. So if it will take us to go to international community or to do this and that, you know, before now, Nigerians will say, I bet leave everything for God, though. God go down. The same people will still come and blame people that instead of you to take action, you are not taking action. You take action now, they are still blaming you. But at the end of the day, by and large, whether any government of the world will be going against what really happened, we know that there's a judge in heaven that will do what we know he can do best, and we believe in him. But whichever way, Nigeria will continue to pursue this truth, and the truth must prevail, no matter how long it's going to take. We're not depending on human being, but we're just doing our best. But everybody knows, everywhere, meaning Nigeria, knows that it happened. It really, really happened. So those ones that are in hospital, so even if it's only one person that died, it is not massacre to them, because they are used to that kind of a thing. Human lives is nothing to them, so they can talk whatever they want to say. Like Mohammed, you are laughing, you are smiling, that it's nothing. So guys, I wouldn't want to say much. Let's hear your opinion based on what Lai Mohammed has said. Thank you.